Captions are not captioning my words. So let's take that key. Okay, perfect. Now the captions are up. I'm going to give you all a few moments to get in, and I need the link. I need YouTube to populate the link so that I can get that out to the text notification squad. So if you've gotten here early, we are the in the maintenance part of the broadcast, and then we're going to go live on these other channels. Today, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm using this video as a way to react to several short content videos, and then use that to chop it up and place them on other pages. So I'm going to be reacting to about at least 10 videos today. And then I'm going to use this video to help me create other content for this platform and other platforms. So just bear with me as I try something new today. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When you get in, come on in and say hello. Well, oh, I got to fix this. I got to fix the title across this video. As a matter of fact, I can take off the whole title. I can take off the whole title because we're going to be reacting to so many different videos that I want us to be able to, I don't even want the title up on there. I could put it up in post-production, but welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I am your host, Tanya TKO. Welcome to the people who are here early. I was on Fox Soul about an hour ago. I did an interview on there. So thank you to all of the people from the text notification squad who came over to support me. If you're not a part of the text notification squad, you need to join. You need to go on and join now. The link is in the description. It is $22 for the year or $50 for the year. If you're international, you get a text whenever I go live. So right now I'm getting ready to send the text out so that we can get this party over here started. Welcome in, everyone. Yes, I did do my makeup extra slow and extra nice today, and I am using the vegan makeup product that I sold last Christmas. So congratulations to all of the people who were able to get that last year. So the link should be populated on YouTube right now. Oh, Reaction Monday, huh? Okay, I feel that. I feel that. So welcome, welcome. I'm just waiting to get the link from YouTube. Then I'm going to send the text out, and then we're going to go from there. Today we're going to start off talking about these pulpit pimps, right? Where can you send a video for me to react to? Where can you send the video for me to react to while I'm live on air? Are you on Instagram? Okay, I got the link here on YouTube. Let me just grab this link real quick. And I don't really know if I'm going to have enough time to, God, I'm sorry, this is craziness behind the scenes. All right, I got the link. Let me get this to the text notification squad real quick. Oh, somebody's getting life from my makeup. You're welcome, hunty. All right, so live on YouTube reacting to viral stories. Come over. Let me get the link in here. All right, reacting to viral stories. All right, come over. Let's do TKO text squad hashtag. All right, so perfect. Live on YouTube reacting to viral stories. Come over. All right, that's cool. Let me just send this right now so that text notification squad. No, I'm not even talking about the bishop with the fake robbery. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about some effery, right? On FB, but have an IG. Okay, so let me react because right now what I probably will do is I'll probably take an easy day like Sunday, and I'll use like a Sunday as a day for you all to submit topics. But for right now, I have honestly, I have about 50 videos already lined up that I can react to today. So the text notification went out. So welcome in, text notification squad. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right. Okay. Oh, I see you all like that. All right. All right. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Before we go live on these other platforms, let me just take a few moments to just be really honest with you all. Part of the reason that I don't do as many reaction videos as I used to is some of these videos just irk me to my core. I'll watch them behind the scenes and I'll get ready to do the video. And by the time it's time to do the video, I'm so annoyed and so disgusted that I don't even end up doing the video. I just let it go by the wayside. But I've seen the video and it just irritates my spirit. And I know that if I have to sit down and try to do an entire video about some of these subjects, I know that I'm just not going to be able to do it. I don't have the internal continence, right? So we're going to get started with this pulpit pimp and his stupid advice for Black women. That's what we're going to get started with, right? All right, let's go ahead and get live on these other platforms. We are live on Twitter. Come on in, 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 come on in. All right. We are live on Facebook. We are live on LinkedIn. So welcome in, welcome in, welcome, welcome. Hey. All right, welcome in, everybody. You know what? Today, we are going to be reacting to a plethora of different videos that have come across my feed. We're going to be starting with this pulpit pimp and his silly, stupid advice to Black women. I'm just so sick and tired of, I'm sick and tired of it. I really am. I'm tired of the nonsense and the effery, but we're going to get through a lot of viral videos today, right? You know what? I heard that there's a little Kevin Samuels wannabe who's making these videos because he wants to trigger Black women and he wants to continue on the puppetry of the legacy of that very toxic, abusive male. And I don't want to give views to a person who I just want to really just wither away. And I hope that you all will stop giving views to people whose content that you do not want to go viral. It's like, stop. It's like you can see from the look on this man's face that he's playing. He's playing and you all are playing right into it. That's the type of thing that I find really annoying. So today we're going to be getting started with this video right here. We're going to be starting with this video of this preacher right here, where he is going on and on and on, and he's talking about what women need to do, blah 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 blah. I'm just going to jump right into the doggone video so that we can just at least continue to move forward, because there's a lot of videos that we need to get through. Odor. Okay, so it started playing without me wanting it to play, but so he's basically talking about an odor being released, right? Let's continue going forward. All right, let's get this up on a better screen than this. Okay, so listen, what we're going to do is there's a lot of different videos that we have to get through, right? And all of these videos are going to have different sizes and shapes, etc. So what I want you all to do is I want you to bear with me, because there's a hold on. When I typically do these videos, I have the time to make sure that the cut of the video matches, right? So here. Here it is right there. That's the video. That's the cut right there. All right.
That is irresistible to him. My God. And when that heifer comes around, everything is turning. All the men in the house are scared right now. And all the wives are looking around. Want to find out who's the heifer with the scent. It ought to be you. Y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying. You ought to get bad enough, glory to God, to excrete an odor, an aroma, and a scent that keeps your nigga's nose wide open. Y'all ain't, I didn't get no amen out of you. To keep his nose wide open. And if you can't do it, find out who got his nose wide open and study her. And after you learn what she learned, kill her so you can take the position back in your own life. I can't get no help in it. Released an odor that is irresistible to him. My God. And when that heifer comes around, everything is turning. All the men in the house are scared right now. And all the wives are looking around. Want to find out who's the heifer with the scent. It ought to be you. Y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying. You ought to get bad enough, glory be to God, to excrete an odor, an aroma, and a scent that keeps your nigga's nose wide open. Y'all ain't, I didn't get no amen out of you. To keep his nose wide open. And if you can't do it, find out who got his nose wide open and study her. And after you learn what she learned, kill her so you can take the position back in your own life. I can't get no help in it. Released an
Yeah, so let's talk about this real quick. All right, let's jump into the nonsense. Part of the reason that I am doing this video is because I saw this video on Larry Reed's page, Larry Reed Live, right? And I thought, surely this man who got some sense is posting this because he knows that this is nonsense. But when I looked through the comments, one of the things that I saw is that Larry Reed was responding to somebody who said that they heard not one, that it was facts. And Larry Reed's response was somewhere along the lines of not one lie was told. Or somebody said not one lie was told. And then Larry responds back saying not a one. And I thought to myself, okay, so we have men who seem as if they have sense, who are listening to things like this, and they feel that it is making sense to them. And I wanted to come out and talk to you all about this because I wrote a long series of comments on the page. The first thing that I said is, what type of ignorance is this? Let's talk about that. What type of damn ignorance is this? What type of ignorance is this? Number one, no woman has an odor or scent that is irresistible to men. Men are very visual, and the more he gets used to your looks, the more he'll just become accustomed to your looks. Psychologists, biologists have done research on people who watch let's just say adult material, right? You could be really interested in watching this adult material the first time, but every subsequent time that you watch it, your juices flow even less, right? So men are very visual creatures, and the more accustomed they are to your looks, the less they are going to have that animalistic urge. It doesn't matter how beautiful you begin. And then not only that, beauty shifts. Not only does your perception of a person's beauty shift, but youth fades, like all of the plumpness and all of the vibrancy that exists in youthfulness fades over time. There are things that you can do to keep yourself beautiful and all of these other things for where it is that you are at. Yes, of course. But when we start talking about how there's a woman in it and nigga, when she come in the room, that need to be you. And it's like, it's too much. We got women jumping through too many damn hoops. That was number one that I said. Number two is women are the ones with the advanced olfactory nerves that are able to smell a man's DNA. She can smell your immune system to know if you all would be a good genetic match. And it's like constantly in the church, you are finding this topsy-turvy flip-flop of the facts. Like they're trying to pretend as if women came from men, as if there was a rib that gave birth to a woman through the side of a man's body, when we know biology. So now here come this man talking about a scent. No, it's women. This is why I ain't never in my whole life ever had no man be like, give me your sweatshirt so I can lay down with it at night. Oh, let me wrap it around my pillow. No, I never had no man do that. Part of the reason that we as women do that is because we can smell his immune system. We can smell his DNA. We have advanced olfactory senses. So now here he's trying to flip this around. If a woman is coming in and people are turning their heads at her scent, it's because she's wearing some sort of perfume. It's not because of any, it's not, she doesn't emit an odor. Now we have pheromones, yes, we do, that are emitted, but nobody's pheromone is going to be irresistible to every person. And I'm tired. I'm so tired of the positing as if there's something that women have to do. This is number 3. To keep to keep a man that doesn't want to be kept. If your man is entangling himself up with another woman, he has already made the choice and the decision that he's going to invite other female energy into your relationship. I'm so tired of us pretending as if, this is number 4. I'm tired, oh, hold on. That was number 3. The ideology of keeping a man sets women up for failure. A man has to want to be kept. That's 3. Number 4, if he's looking at younger and prettier, there is no way to study that because youth fades. And imagine the audacity. Imagine the audacity of telling a woman who has been with a man that she should study somebody else who he has decided to give his interest to. You know your man. If he is entangling himself with something new, it's because he wants to be with someone who does not know him. Listen, by no means am I telling you to quote unquote let yourself go or not take an interest in your looks and all of that. But what I'm telling you is stop pretending as if it is a woman's job to try to wrangle the attention of her man. People who want to be in a relationship, in a long-term committed monogamous relationship, first of all, there's no excuse for cheating. What is he talking about? If she got your nigga, why no, why that need to be yours? It's too much. It's like we're already jumping through too many damn hoops. Now we got to be out here trying to keep the attention of a man that has already made the decision that he's going to be out there entangling himself. 5, stop acting as if men are mindless, senseless beasts. Grown men must govern themselves. If he wants to stay, he'll do the work to make his union last. Relationships take constantly choosing each other. And a lot of these pulpit pimps act as if, hold on, a lot of these pulpit pimps, I had to scroll up, act like it's the woman's job to wrangle her man's attention when word on the street is men need to do the internal work to make worthwhile women even want to be in relationship with them. When are we going to start talking about the elephant in the room and the fact that 80% of divorces are initiated by women? As much as we keep telling women they can't keep a man, these men are behaving in such a way that women don't want to keep them. As much esteem as women gain from having healthy, functional relationships, why is it that they are constantly throwing these fish back out into the ocean if the getting is so damn good? And I know that there are going to be men who are going to come out here and be like, well, you single ladies, where's your husband? It's just, oh, this, that, and the other. Wait for it. And I want you all to start responding to these men and just be like, well, listen, if men are that damn good, why don't you get yourself a husband? If on average men are just that damn good that we have to be assessing our worth and value based on whether or not we're in relationship with a man. If they're that damn good, why don't you go get yourself a husband and see if you can jump through all of those hoops. It's like I'm tired of listening to women contracting all of this dis-ease because they're doing all of this work behind the scenes. It's like people don't understand. People don't understand. Listen, I'm a life coach. I life coach for years. And one of the things that I found is that married women were tired. Just so damn tired. They are doing so much with the kids, with the home, with their husbands, and then they don't even have the time left for themselves. So much so that when the children start leaving the home, women are buying themselves one-ply toilet paper. I'm not joking. This is what I hear. They're buying themselves one-ply toilet paper with their finger bursting through it as they're trying to wipe because they themselves, after so many years of conditioning, don't even think that they're worth two-ply. Ladies, go buy yourself a nice, thick, lush, cushy. Go buy yourself something nice so that when you wrap your hands around it and you touch your flower, that you're able to absorb the things that need to be absorbed and keep yourself fresh and clean. Stop with this one ply. You deserve better. But what I'm saying is that so many of these relationships condition women to accept so much less. And this is part of the reason that millennials are opting out of relationships altogether. That's what I was on Fox Soul just a few moments ago talking about millennial matchmaking and the difficulties that millennials are facing in coupling up. And women have seen Generation X and the generation before them. Like millennials are the children of generation of the baby boomers. At the very tail end, like the millennials are between 26 and 41 right now. That's the prime fertility age right there. Prime dating age. And yet millennials are having less and less children. Why? Let me jump to a video that I want to show you all right here. I'm going to be jumping around in these videos. I want to show you all a lot today. But here, let's take a look at this.
If you had to give your young...
Hold on. I want to get the link for this and then put this up on my screen. Like I said, bear with me because I'm going to be going through a lot of screens and not all of them are matched up. So like I said, I'm going to be chopping this video up anyway. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right.
If you had to give your younger...
All right, here. Let me get this volume up and let me get this. All right. Oh my God, this thing is right across the screen. I can't even see the thing. All right, here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see what Grandma has to say.
Self, any advice, what would it be?
To obey my mother. I finished high school at 16, and she had planned to send me from Fort Worth back to Marshall, Texas, to Wiley College, because I would have been the first grandchild of her 18 sisters and brothers to go to college. But I got married. Oh, she was so disappointed. And it took me 4 years and 4 babies to realize I was going to have to raise my husband too. So I cut my losses. I went home to my mother. And do you know, I had nerve enough to say, I'm ready to go to college now. And she says, I got no money to send you to nobody's college.
Ooh. If you had to give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
All right. So you heard the advice that she would give her younger self. You heard it. You heard it. So basically, so this woman is about 70 something. She looks like she's about 70 something. These are the boomers. These are the people who are the parents of the older millennials. It's like these men come out and they talk about how, oh, there were so much more marriages. I've been studying marriage trends and how it's on a downturn and has been on a decline since the silent generation. So the silent generations were the ones who gave birth. The silent generation were before the boomers. The boomers were before Generation X, and then we have the millennials. The boomers are the ones who gave birth to the older millennials, right? When we start getting into 26 and the younger boomers, we start getting some overlap. But nonetheless, they try to make it seem as if our grandmothers were so damn happy. They try to make it seem as if the women that came before us, that the reason why marriages lasted so much longer is because people were happier then. No. And this is part of the reason that there's so many men right now who are making a push to talk about trying to go back to the times of the 1950s and taking women's rights away, because they know that when women are able to choose, they choose differently. When women are able to work, control their fertility or control their birth, give their when they're able to get contraceptives to stop themselves from becoming impregnated. This is part of the reason that they're creating all of these laws right now to try to force births onto women, because societies across the world, Japan doesn't even know if it's going to be a country in another 150 years, because women are giving birth to so few babies, because when they were able to make the choice, even women that they're talking about, the Asian women are so submissive, and you know, that gomenasai and the whole geisha mindset that so many people think that Japanese women are supposedly supposed to be in nowadays. Even they are opting out of marriage. They're opting out of even cohabitating or having children. They're like, listen, there was a study that was done that single child-free women are the happiest women in society. Why is that? Psychology Today had that article that went viral with how single lonely men, that there's a growing number of single lonely men. Why is that? Why is it that men are not investing in themselves, making themselves suitable mates? You will see them in the comments. You will see them in the comments. They don't want to change. They want you to shut the F up. Last night, we talked about that therapist that was fired. She went viral for telling Black men that they need to get therapy and work on their communication skills in relationships so that they can have healthy relationships. The way that she spoke it and said it was riddled with a lot of different profanity. Okay, but she has a different targeted audience. And those who don't resonate with her profanity don't buy her services, but she's going to be all right. Some people said that the mistake that she made was in trying to help Black men in the first place. But I understand, because when you help Black men, when you increase, like, because Black women have been leveling up, and we're their counterparts. Less and less men are going to college and getting themselves educated. There hasn't been raises in the wages in respect to performance of employees since the 1980s. Millennials aren't able to buy houses. A man is not able to support a family on one income. And things have got to change as women grow and expand and create the healing within themselves to just be great human beings. Their counterparts have to lift themselves up. Let's continue forward into the next video that we're going to react to. I'm just going to go through a lot of different videos today, so just buckle up, buttercups. Okay, because we're going to be doing a lot today. All right. Oh, you know what? Here. Let's take a look at this. This right here, I thought was funny. I want you to pay attention to this and tell me what it is that you see in this video. I want you to tell me what you notice in this video, and if you notice what I noticed.
Your husband is the head of the household, and I'm a firm believer on that. And my godmother, she trained me. She said that I watched her. She like at work, she's a principal, so she's like, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this. But at home, it's literally she turns into a different person. She's like, hi, honey. Like, she's like, oh, you're home. You need anything? Here's dinner. Oh, tell me about your day. What's going on? Here, let me take your coat. Let me take your bag. Let me rub your feet. What's going on? What happened today? She turns into like a little girl with her husband. That is what I want to be. She turns into like a little girl with her husband. That is what I want to be. Hi, honey. And like, she's like, oh, you're home. You need anything? Here's dinner. Oh, tell me about your day. What's going on?
So what
Your
did
husband
you notice
is the head of the household,
in
and
this
I'm
video?
firm
Take a
believer
look.
on that.
Take
And
a look.
my godmother, she trained me. She said that I watched her. She like at work, she's a
What is it
principal.
that you see
So
happening
she's
in the
like,
video?
okay, you need to do this, you need to do this. But at home, it's literally she turns into a different person. She's like, hi, honey. And like, she's like, oh, you're home. You need anything? Here's dinner. Oh, tell me about your day. What's going on? Here, let me take your coat. Let me take your bag. Let me rub your feet. What's going on? What happened today? She turns into like a little girl with her husband. That is what I want to be. She turns into like
All right. So what is one of the things that you notice that's going on? Somebody said it. Somebody said it. This man is what is the man doing as she's talking? This eligible hunk there, you know, she looks like a, you know, she looks like a preference, right? But I'm like, the man in the clip above her is not even paying attention. She's going on about all these things, saying the things that they say that they want. Saying the things that they oh, we want this, we want that, but listen to her. She's talking about she wants to be like a little girl when, and this, that, and the other, and is he even paying? He's texting. I'm just going to play this so that you can see. I turned on the volume on it so that you could just see. What is he doing? He playing with his eyelashes. She's going on. She's saying it all. You know, the mating call. I'm submissive. Cuckoo, cuckoo. I'm gonna be like a fluff head. I'm gonna empty head. Cuckoo. You know, the mating call. But look, is he even? He's paying her no mind. She's going through the whole ritual. Cuckoo, 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 submissive, submissive, little girl. But look, he's paying her no damn mind. She's going through the whole ritual. This is embarrassing. It's embarrassing, I tell you. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. But you know, but they don't learn. The issue is, you know, the issue is, let me look. The issue is that you cannot keep a man that does not want to be kept. And we are constantly, let me tell you, you have heard of the paradox of choice, right? What the paradox of choice says is that the more options that you are given, the least happy you are with any option that you, first of all, the less likely you are to choose an option, and then the least happy that you're going to be with the option that you choose, right? So there's that. In this day and age, this dating age of a plethora of different options, swiping left or right on these different dating apps, it gives the sense of an abundance and overwhelming numbers of different people to choose from, so that, you know, if somebody says or doesn't look or whatever, they just go off to the next one. And this woman, she looks like a preference, right? But I've seen her page, right? And she has her lighting, you know, very high in that video, because I've seen her page and she's not a preference. And the data shows that the lighter the skin of the Black woman, the more likely, the sooner a Black man will choose her. Because there's a social currency in your more aligned phenotype. The more aligned your phenotype is with European standards, because far too many Black men have submitted to white men, and they're the standard of beauty that white men have created, that they have exalted their white women. And in Black men's submission to white men, they concur. Oh yes, Amasa, your woman is more beautiful. I want social status by choosing your woman because your DNA entering into my children's DNA will make my children better. This is basically what they're saying. It's basically what they're saying. So if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you a picture of this woman, because she's not a preference. I've seen her look. She looks like a Black woman. I'm going to show you real quick if I can get this up right here. So this is her right here. She's not a preference. She's doing things to herself to try to make herself look more appealing, but there's a reason why people are choosing not to choose. There's a reason. And so nonetheless, let's go, because if you have to do all of that, it's just a lot. It's a lot. Let's jump to the next video. All right. How are you all enjoying the show so far? What are your thoughts about jumping from one video to another, etc.? I want to know what your thoughts are on that, right? I don't even know if I should put this man's video in here, but I just want to talk about the stupidity that we hear out here nowadays. And all right. let's pause this. I want to open this up in a browser, right? Give me 1 second, you all. I need to get the link and open it into a browser because this is sick. And the sad part about it is that we're giving the floor and the platform to so many men to just come out and just spew nonsensical ideas.
Boundaries in relationships get treated way better. Here's why women who don't set boundaries in relationships get treated way better by men. There's two types of self-worth in a woman: masculine self-worth and feminine self-worth. If she only has masculine self-worth, then she is going to set those boundaries. She's going to have expectations. She's going to lead and put that on him, and therefore communicating that she doesn't believe that she's worthy of protection from him. Versus if she has feminine self-worth, then she won't set any boundaries. She knows deep down that she will receive everything from a man just by being vulnerable. And she knows that if she ever doesn't receive that from a certain man, then she must flow away from him. A man may respect a woman with masculine self-worth, but he will never be able to fully devote to her. It's the women with feminine self-worth that get devotion. Now follow for more.
So basically, you know what? And I'll let this play over again for you all so that you can hear from the beginning. Basically, what he's saying is that women don't need to set boundaries because, men are just going to do the right thing. Listen, let me tell you, every human being needs to set boundaries. A boundary is just a line that will not be crossed, of course. I mean, you don't have to be aggressive with boundary setting, but boundaries must be set. It has to be known where the line is drawn. Of course, you have to. The way that a boundary can be set is by leaving, is by turning away, is by looking away. But these men are coming out with their relationship advice, teaching that it's masculine to set boundaries. Every human being needs to set boundaries. Everybody, children need to set boundaries with other children. Parents need to have boundaries for their children. A boundary is just a line. Like, after a certain age, stop busting in on your children in the bathroom. Boundaries are necessary for healthy relationships. Without them, even in the family dynamic, we start crossing over into enmeshment. Boundaries are necessary. Let's continue.
Here's why women who don't set boundaries in relationships get treated way better by men. There's two types of self-worth.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think that if you don't set boundaries with men that you're going to get treated better, way better? That sounds like trickle-down economics where Reagan was like, oh yeah, these companies are going to do the right thing if we just give them more money. And what ended up happening is the money just flowed up. They just got bigger yachts. It's like you don't put yourself out there on the auction block hoping that somebody will treat you however they choose to treat. Everybody is different. And you've got to set boundaries to be able to firmly turn away from behaviors that are not healthy. That is a boundary. It's healthy to have boundaries.
Worth in a woman: masculine self-worth and feminine self-worth. If she only has masculine self-worth, then she is going to set those boundaries. She's going to have expectations. She's going to lead and put that on him, and therefore communicating that she doesn't believe that she's worthy of protection from him. Versus if she has
false. Stating your boundaries or showing your boundaries, enforcing your boundaries shows your self-worth, that you know that you are worth leaving a situation that is not healthy. But you see, the goal is not healthy relationships. The goal is for you to endure abuse.
She has feminine self-worth, then she won't set any boundaries. She knows deep down that she will receive everything from a man just by being vulnerable. And
every man is different, and your vulnerability does not ensure that you're going to be treated right. Every single day in this country, I believe it's at least every 6 minutes, A woman is getting boxed upside her damn head by a man who feels that he has the right to pummel her with his fists. There is no guarantee that any man is going to treat you any type of way based on, you don't know who this person is and where his boundary for respecting you, your person, your body, your sex, your sexuality. You don't know where any of that stops. This is why when you're interacting with people, you have to you have to demonstrate your boundaries and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. I want to move on from him because I find him to be really toxic. So let's go forward into the next video, right? Let's see what else we have in here. There's so many to choose from. Thank you to all of the people who have sent me videos over the past few weeks and months. I think that it's so important. You know what? I am going to take a look at this video. We're going to take a segue into something that I feel is important to let's see if we can, hold on. All right, let's see if we got the, all right, here we go. So some of you have seen this. It went viral. As a self-love specialist, I thought it was important to cover this particular video. So this is a Dominican mother and her grandchild, and they're speaking in Spanish. If you can't tell what's going on, I'll translate some of it for you, but take a look.
Dominican moms be like,
no.
las dos muñecas lindas de
yo voy a
Ori.
buscar las que están allí.
¿Y cuáles que están allí?
Las que yo tengo allí guardadas.
¿Y cuáles son esas? Estas son las de ella,
Espérate, yo le voy a
que se
buscar.
parecen a ella.
Mire,
This is the doll that I got her.
mira la cara, mira cómo ella los cachetes, mira.
Ella no le gusta esa muñeca. No le gusta. No le gusta.
Ella sí le gusta.
Ten, Ori. Ori, ten. Ori. Ori. Ori, ten. Ori, your Dolly.
Mira la misma cara de tu hija, mira.
You see
mira
what's
los
going on
cachetes,
here,
mira.
right?
Esta es la...
¿Cuál es la misma cara?
Yo, my throat felt my pum pum.
Ori, ten,
Dominican
tu
moms
muñeca
be
linda.
like,
No,
All right.
no.
So for
La
those of you
muñeca
who
linda
don't
de
know
Ori.
what's going on here, this girl is with her mother and her child. And you see that the little girl is reaching for the brown doll, and the grandma is like, no, we don't, she doesn't want her. Look at who she wants her to play with. She wants her to play with some straight-haired, white-faced doll, right? And she is already attempting to indoctrinate this girl into self-hate. The mother is like, look, this doll looks just like her. They have the same face. And the grandma is like, no. She's like, no. And she wants to put this blonde-haired doll that does not look like her up in her face so that she can play with, right? And it's really sad. This is how the deterioration to esteem begins. This is how it begins. It happens in childhood. It happens with people who start enforcing and creating the idea that you are lesser than. There's, you know what? There was an actual follow-up video that she did. Let me pull up the follow-up video because this young lady actually spoke on this, right? She spoke on it and she and she created a follow-up video to this. So let's see if we can get, all right. So this is the same video, except at the end of it, she does her follow-up. So what are your thoughts of this so far? This to me, I thought was heartbreaking, but we've all seen it. It started when you had a special day at Easter and your hair used to get straightened. All of us had these white Barbies and stuff like that when we were young. But now we're in a day and age where we have so many different dolls.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They were brainwashed years ago. Like, this is generation worth of brainwashing. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I don't, it's nothing like personal against her, because I know she just doesn't know any better. And even though I try to explain to her, make it make sense to her about how she's wrong, it just still doesn't click. like it just doesn't click, you know?
And this is part of the reason that boundaries need to be set, because boundaries need to be set in that relationship. Where if you are dealing with a parent who is not respecting your wishes as a parent and how you'd like your child to be regarded and interacted with, then you as a parent, you have to do what's in the best interest of your child. And if that is limiting the amount of access that particular grandparents have to your children until they respect your parenting style, then that's some of the things that you need to do. Maybe she doesn't need to have as much time with her granddaughter until she realizes that there's certain ideas and ideals that are detrimental to her esteem. Because the last thing, because you already see the child is confused. The child is like, what's the matter with this Dolly that I love so much? And if the grandmother's like, no, this doll is ugly, and you're looking at yourself and you see that you look so much like this doll, what does that do to your level of self-love? I want to show you another video that I thought was really important in terms of dolls, right? Here, let's take a look at this next video. Give me one moment. And like I said, what do you all think about these multiple reactions in one video? Tell me what you think about that. I'd love to hear your point of view on that. Right? Let's see. All right. So here, let's take a look at this. I thought this video was so important because it is here.
Look, Mama. Look.
Look, what do you see here?
She looks like you. Isn't she
Like it,
beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? Yes.
Look at that.
She's beautiful just like you.
And
her
you
name
see,
is Dory. Isn't she pretty?
Look at the
She's
little
looking
girl.
like I don't believe it.
So the little girl, she may be albino or something like that. I don't know. But you see, the little girl is looking at a doll that has similar features to her, even with the light eyebrows, the blonde hair, the pale skin, and she is able to see her reflection in this doll. Yes. And she's taking the doll, and what does it do to a young lady's esteem to be able to have a doll to play with and interact with, where the people around you are supporting you playing with a doll so that you have representation. This is what like I was asked the other day watching, because you know nowadays on these streaming platforms, they have sections of videos where it's like representation matters, and there's like this new superhero sitcom or videos that out with an Indian girl who's like a superhero, and it's in a section called Representation Matters. And so we were like, so I was asked, what does that mean? And I'm like, it just means that it matters when someone who looks like you is represented in the media. So this I thought was beautiful. I think that this is a strong and wonderful way to support your child so that you know, so that the child grows up knowing there's nothing wrong with me. I am beautiful as I am. I am good enough to even be to have my type of beauty represented in the dolls that I play with. So I think that we really need to be very careful with how we're allowing our children, grandchildren, etc., to interact with family members that are not respecting and supporting our children for the unique, beautiful beings that they are. So I want us to be very cognizant of that. So let's move on to, we've gotten some apples in, so let me go and check the apples in just a moment, right? Oh, wow, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. So you know what this means right there, right? right. So we got a super apple that has come in. And it's from Steve, who says, thanks for the Bitcoin. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for participating in the broadcast and always showing up to support the show. I really appreciate that. And if you all want to support the show with a Cash App, the link is in the description. So thank you all very, very much. Thank you. All right, let's take a look and see what else we have here. All right. Oh, goodness. There's some people who send me private chat, Cash Apps before a broadcast or whatnot, so I didn't mean to put that on the screen, but yeah. So if you want to, somebody's out there trying to count my money, listen. I appreciate you all who support the show. Other ways to support the show are join the text notification squad. In the link in the description of this video is let me go ahead and send my hearts through. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In the description of the video is a way to join the text notification squad. So go ahead and do that. It's $1.99 a month, or $22 for the year, or it's $50 for the year if you're international, $4.99 a month. And that's a way that you can support the show, support the content creators who create content that you benefit from. You know, it makes us feel amazing to be able to support, to know that we have given back to people who have given to us. So I appreciate that. Let's continue with the next reaction. And then in about 10 minutes, I'll look at the Cash Apps again. So let's take a look at this video that I wanted you all to see. And then, yes. Let's take a look at this right here. I wanted you all to take a look at this video because I thought that this is not the video. Oh yeah, this is the video actually. This is the video. Yeah. Here. All right.
Just look at the black girls like they at the bottom of the barrel for us.
Listen, bro, the problem isn't your preference, it's the presentation. And this is the same problem with almost everybody on here that says, and no one says, hey, my preference is, and leaves it alone. Everybody got to throw that extra dig in there, right? Even you said it, bottom of the barrel. These sisters ain't bottom of the barrel, my guy. Do you understand you putting down your mother, your sister, your auntie, your grandma, anybody who's a black woman in your family when you say shit like that? Have your preferences. It's okay. But stop going the extra dig, man. These sisters need to be protected, my guy. And you out here just throwing dirt and opening the door for other people to keep disrespecting them. That shit ain't cool. Sisters, come fuck with me. I nuck and buck for y'all. You don't like my preference? Fuck y'all. Argue with your daddy, not me.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, I think we need to watch that again. Let's take a look and see what he's saying. Sorry, give me just a moment. Let's take another look at that. Okay.
We just look at the black girls like they at the bottom of the barrel for us.
Listen, bro, the problem isn't your preference, it's the presentation. And this is the same problem with almost everybody on here that says, and no one says, hey, my preference is, and leaves it alone. Everybody got to throw that extra dig in there, right? Even you said it, bottom of the barrel. These sisters ain't bottom of the barrel, my guy. Do you understand you putting down your...
So you know what? So listen. You know what? This is the thing, right? This is the thing. I mean, we know that melanin is magic. We know that there is a beauty, a grace, an elegance, a power in being black. We know that. We know that there is a creative Mama Earth flow, goddess Yamaya, Oshun, and the ancestors. We know that there's an energy that flows in black women. And yet there have been so many people who have tried to convince us that we're not good looking, we're not this, we're not that, but other people have eyes. They can see. They see the beauty while these other, oh man, they see it. While there are other people who are like, you average at best, and they're going looking for the lightest and brightest that they can get aligned with the oppressor. The oppressor is trying to come back into the oneness. Listen, oh, look at this man in his presentation. He got his hair shaved down low. He's wearing a Raiders cap. He got on a t-shirt. He looked like he keep his body big and buff, right? So he knows who his targeted audience is, and he shaved off that European looking hair and got that low little buzz cut so that there's very little reminder. You know, because listen, black people, we come in all shades, but when a white man, look, when a white man shaves down that European hair, like you all remember that show with the girl from Destiny's Child, Michelle. Remember, she was on like this love show. Do you all remember that? And she was with this man who said that he was white and his hair was shaved. And I could not for the life of me see the European in him. I'm going to look this up for you all. What was the name of that show? What was the name of that? Help me. It was like Michelle. She was on Michelle, and I think his name was like Sean. Let's see, Michelle Love Show. That's what I'm going to type in here. No, it's looking up K Michelle. No, I don't want to see. I don't want to see K Michelle. Okay, so let's see. Michelle from Destiny's. Let's see. Destiny's Child. And you all went and broke up that couple. Destiny's Child, Stand Up for Love. Michelle on being in Destiny's Child. No, that's not what I'm looking for. What was the name of that show? Oh my gosh, what was the name? You all remember it. Oh my God, I'm gonna find this. This is the thing with Google. You gotta know what you're looking for. All right, we're gonna look again. It's spicy white. You all are so silly. Okay, her name is Michelle, right? Okay. Oh, is it Chad Loves Michelle? Oh, look, that's up here. Let's see. Oh, yes. Here it is. So this is the guy, right? Let me see if I could get my other screen up to be able to see, right? Let's see if we can see this right here. So when I was looking at this guy, I was like, white where? Because this is the dude. Look, I was confused. I was like, where's the European? I mean, you see a European in these pictures. So for those of you out there who are interested, in black women, let me tell you, shave that hair down low. Get some muscles, and because let me tell you something. I'm gonna highlight something. You all broke this couple up just because when you all found out that he was really white, you all went and attacked him so badly. I was just like, come, let her be. Let her be. Nonetheless, let's get back to Papi Blanco, or whatever his name is. I don't know what the dude's name is, but Papi Blanco, who was going off about, Papi, I don't know his name, but he basically is letting you all know that step aside, because if you don't know what was looking good, he got an idea. So listen.
Your mother, your sister, your auntie, your grandma, anybody who's a black woman in your family, when you say shit like that, have your preferences. It's okay. But stop going the extra dig, man. These sisters need to be protected, my guy. And you out here just throwing dirt and opening the door for other people to keep disrespecting them. That shit ain't cool. Sisters.
You see him. And it sounds solid too. Let's continue.
Come fuck with me. I knuck and buck for y'all.
All right. So I wanted to just highlight what he said. He said, I knuck and buck for you. For those of you who don't know that terminology, because apparently this man, in targeting his audience, has picked up some lingo and some slang. What does knuck and buck mean? I mean, there was a song that came out years ago, Knuck If You Buck, right? But he says he knucks and bucks. What does that mean? Knuck is knuckling up, meaning fight, and buck is gun. Well, certain things you can't say in these videos, but pew pew, right? Now we know that when it comes to shooting ability, marksmanship, artillery, ammunition, we know that white men in this country outperform black men in terms of their ability to be able to use their Second Amendment right and artillery to protect their family. Like, these guys have storehouses full of ways to keep their family safe. Meanwhile, we're walking around in a community where these guys are just, don't choke me no more, hands up, don't stop shooting me. And I did a post last year where I was like, black men, please send me images of you with your guns. I want to create a post. You know what these guys were like? Oh, you sound like the feds. They were like, oh, don't do it, don't do it. I wanted to show black men with their artillery. There was one black man who was ex-military who posted images of his gun. By and large, black men just didn't want to post any images of their guns. Maybe some of their guns were not legal. But the thing is, it's like, you're saying that you want women to submit and produce children for you that you can't protect. I mean, how much longer is that going to take place? I want to go to a commercial break and come back and show some more videos, but I would love to hear from you after the commercial break, as well as send your apples through and I'll read them during the next segment. Hey, so some apples have come through. Send your apples through. It's $ Tanya TKO. You see it's floating. Tanya TKO is going across the screen. And what are your thoughts about this new video style where we react to multiple shorts in one video? I don't know how this is going to turn out once it's time to edit, but we'll see. I'm hoping that it'll give me the leverage to be able to create lots of short videos without having to dedicate a full day to making a whole show with some of these shorts. So we'll be right back after this commercial break. Are you tired of missing Tanya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued of only seeing a live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now you can show up early with the Tech Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to TanyaTKO.com and click on text. Join the TKO Tech Squad today for just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $22 a year if you pay in advance, $4.99 a month international, $50 a year if you pay in advance. You'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. TanyaTKO.com/text. Hey. Welcome back in, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. I was looking for a video that I cannot find, but I want to find this video real quick. It's a video of a young lady who is getting water splashed on her at a gas station, right? Give me 1 second. Let me try to look this up. Water splashed on girl at gas station, right? I want to find that video because it, let's see, it's a video. No, this is showing stuff that is not, this is not what I'm talking about. This is not what I'm talking about. I wish that I really want to find this right now, right? I really want to find it right now. Let's see, what can I do to find this? How do I find this video? This is why I like for you all to send me videos on my website, because I know where to find them when it's time to come looking for them. So here, let's look up real quick. Let's see, because I received this video and gosh, here. I feel like I'm gonna have to look at, I feel like I'm gonna have to find it in a different, you know what, let me just do one more quick search because it should be inside of, let's see. It should be inside of my, no, 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 no. It was a video about this girl. They were throwing water on her at the gas station, right? And I want to show you all this video because I think it's important for you all to see. Let me see. I didn't. Oh, damn. You know what? I feel like when I find these videos, I have to save them in an area that is important, that you know, like an area where, nonetheless. Oh, you know what? It probably is on World Star. This happened in Los Angeles. Let's see. Splash water girl gas station. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Is this it? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
I love it. Just think if without
This is
mobile station 454. It's crazy. It's too many guns out here for.
Oh, wow. No, that's not it. You know what? We're just going to go to another video because there's something that I wanted to show you all, and I think that it was important to follow up with this. But you know what I'll do? Oh, how do I do this right now that we are live on air? How do I find this video? Oh my gosh, how do I find this video? Because the video is so important. I want to follow up with a story that I'm doing, a video that I want to react to right now. You know what? Hold on. Let's see. It was inside the video, right? Inside the video, there was a gas station. They were looting a gas station in Los Angeles, right? And after they were looting the gas station, they decided to splash water on this girl. And I want you to see this, right? Damn, I can't find it right now. I wish that I could, but we're going to have to just go to another video. I'm sorry. Let's jump to the next video that we're going to react to, and then we'll go from there, right? I'm sorry, you all. I really wanted to find that. You know what? This video, I feel, needs no mention, but I think it's important for us to talk about this. Uh-oh. It says the content was... Wow. The content was deleted. Oh, man. Damn it. I really wanted to see that. Come on. Copy link address. Open in another browser. Oh, they deleted the content. This is one of the... Oh, here. Why doesn't this have volume on it? All right, here. Let's see if we can get this. This is something that I've been wanting to react to for quite some time now, but I've never gotten a chance to react to it. I feel like this is something that needs no introduction because a lot of men say this type of fuckery and foolishness. Let's see if we can, let's refresh this and see if we can get to the start, the very beginning of the video. Here.
There's a coldness that you have to accept when you're a man. Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something. There's a coldness that you have to accept
that they got some damn...
when you're a man.
Some damn sad, sap, sorry ass music playing in the background, right? And they got Chris Rock here, a comedian with at least one failed marriage, right? And it's like you're receiving your life lessons from a person who tells jokes. This man doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He's talking about women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Meanwhile, we have people like Kevin Samuels who were talking about your average at best, your BMI is too high, you don't deserve this. We got Fresh and Fit podcast talking about women, what women don't deserve. Our older women loved unconditionally. Our fat women loved unconditionally. Our disabled women loved unconditionally. Our women who are differently abled loved unconditionally. Our women who do not fit the phenotype and genotype of the preference, are they loved unconditionally? Women get left every single day. Children get abused every single day. Just put that together, because there's certain words we can't say on these platforms. Every single day. And dogs are put up in fights, chomping on one another by sickos every single day. But yet he wants to try to posit as if poor men, we live in a patriarchy. If the patriarchy has not set up a way for men to receive love, then what was, listen, come on. Patriarchy set up the system that we're in right now. Women, children, and dogs are not loved unconditionally. People are, especially men who are so shallow, a woman has to be able to give him something and continue to give. And even as she has given and given and given, the selfishness in him has him taking and taking and taking. We had one guy who came on the show. His wife was dying of cancer. And he expected, oh, no. This was a guy who was responding about how even a woman dying of cancer needs to give. You all remember that video. Search for the word cancer in my videos. You'll see it's a guy. He came on to let us know that even a woman dying has to give something. She needs to at least read to her man something. If you can't give it up and do this and do that. How many of you all know that once a woman got sick, her man was gone? She got cancer, he left her. He wasn't there for her when she was in her most vulnerable because she couldn't give and give and give. So when they start positing as if men are these victims in which nobody loves them unless they can produce some money, men shoot out DNA every time they climax. It's like you want to constantly climax, but you don't want to be able to have a job to take care of the offspring that are created from these climaxes. And still in the Black community, there are far too many Black women who are continuously giving chances. They're like, oh, you better choose better. But then when you don't want to give them a chance, they're like, you got to give a person a chance. So which one is it? It's like, are we supposed to love people unconditionally no matter what in the hell it is that they're doing? But come on, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Or right. What happened to B. Smith? Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about it's B. Scott. I was thinking about B. Scott. And I was like, how did that come up into the conversation now anyway? But nonetheless, let us go to the next video that we're going to be reacting to. And I'm going to find that next video because I feel like that last video, I feel like I need to find that so that we can. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me look inside my email real quick to just make sure to see whether or not this video was sent to me in email, because I put them in a special folder. No, I don't have it in the folder. I'll have to search my folders for it because I want to show you all this video. All right, let's continue forward into, oh, this is something. You know what? Somebody says I sent you a link for the other video. Which video are you talking about? Are you talking about the video of the girl who had the water getting splashed on her at the gas station? That's the video that I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for, so basically these men were surrounding this girl at a gas station. They were dumping water over her head. And then she went into the back seat of that car. And then I want you to see what happens when she came out that back seat. That's what, I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to show you the video. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to show you so that you can see about it. Because she reached into that trunk and she said, As a matter of fact, let's see. Let's jump to a quick commercial break. I want to try to find this video real quick. I want to find it.
Are you tired of missing Tanya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued of only seeing a live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now, you can show up early with the Tech Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off-platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to TanyaTKO.com and click on text. Join the TKO Tech Squad today. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $22 a year if you pay in advance, $4.99 a month international, $50 a year if you pay in advance, you'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. TanyaTKO.com/.
Okay, we're back. We're back. I'm still looking for this video, but I think it was removed. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you. I think it was removed because I'm looking through my things right now. And I think it was taken off because some of you are right. Oh, here. Oh, I love you all so much. Thank you. I'm copying and pasting those words right now. Thank you. Yes, here we go. I love you all so much. Yes, I got the video. Hey, I'm excited because I wanted to show you this other video real quick. So whoever said that, who sent that to me? Let me give you a shout out in the video right now. Life with Amanda. Mandy, thank you. You have come through. I appreciate that. Thank you. Because you put it up at the exact moment that I saw it. I don't know if anybody put it up before you, but when I looked at the screen, I saw yours. So there's another video that I wanted to show you because I think that this one was really important, right? Here, let's take a look. Here, I want you all to see this. Here, yes. All right, so here, let me close this and let me get the volume up on this, right? And then let's see if we can get, all right. No, I opened up the screen too soon because I need to be able to get the video up here. Sorry, y'all. I need to get the video up and then open the screen. Oh, damn it. That's not the right one, baby. I need to get the screen open. Sorry. I'm my own producer. I'm a live producer right now. So I think the show is going phenomenally for a person who's live producing as she's going on. You know, other people have whole entire crews.
And I'll tell you why. The reason that you must be submissive is because everyone has their roles and the roles don't come out of thin air. The roles come directly out of biology. And let me show you why you are submissive. If I was there right now, I could make you submit. You ain't even got to take the option. I'll make you submit. And here's the difference. You can never flip the script and make me submit. You are designed weaker. You shall be dominated. And when you're unruly the way you are right now,
you believe that.
That's why you will never get a man who is a high earner, because he doesn't want to deal with an unruly woman. And I say this because I love you and I want the best for you. And you're a good looking woman. You can achieve so much, but that mouth ain't good looking. When you think that you can compete with a man and not submit, you might as well get into a relationship with a woman, because that's the only being that's going to put up with.
Okay, so I want you all to hear this.
So then I'll tell you why. The reason that you must be submissive is because everyone has their roles and the roles don't come out of thin air. The roles come directly out of biology. And let me show you why you are submissive. If I was there right now, I could make you submit. You ain't even got to take the option. I'll make you submit. And here's the difference. You can never flip the script and make me submit. You are designed weaker. You shall be dominated. And when you're unruly the way you are right now,
you believe that.
That's why you will never get a man who is a high earner, because he doesn't want to deal with an unruly woman. And I say this because I love you and I want the best for you. And you're a good looking woman. You can achieve so much, but that mouth ain't good looking. When you think that you can compete with a man and not submit, you might as well get into a relationship with a woman, because that's the only being that's going to put up with.
All right. So you know what? Listen, when I first saw that, the very first thing that came to my mind is embedded in human beings, a normal human being whose brain is operating as it has been designed to operate through millennia of evolution. Ingrained in human beings is a switch that causes them to want to protect beings which are smaller and weaker. I'm not sure how many of you out there who became parents, and once you became parents, your eyes and mind just opened up to all of these little people around you that needed protection. Now suddenly you're stopping little kids that you didn't know from running into the street. You're helping parents cordon off and block their child from running out of restaurants. There's a natural instinct that exists in human beings to protect those who are weaker and smaller. Listen, we bred men to be 33% larger and 33% stronger than us. And embedded in that breeding is a switch that under normal circumstances, a man who is mentally healthy, mentally well, and not an abuser like this man sounds like he is. Now, it is embedded in a normal man is the want to protect that which is smaller, that which is more fragile, that which is weaker. But for this man, he's talking about forcing a woman to submit. And they forget that gone are the days. Listen, this is why I support Second Amendment rights, because the very first thing that I thought about is they think that you're just gonna sit there and they think that you're just gonna what? Like, you could force a person to submit? It's like, that's what you, of all the things that you could use your strength for, you want to try to force. So that means that, nigga, you are saying that in the face of bigger, stronger men, that you have already bent over and bust that pussy open. This is what you're saying. If that's all it takes, it's like, where's your decency as a human being? Like, submit and force her to do what? Like, who wants to put their hands on somebody to try to force them to do something? You know what I'm saying? So this is what I wanted to show you all. Thank you all for helping me find this video, because I thought it was important that if we're going to have the discussion, right? If we're going to have the discussion, let's have the discussion, right? Let's have the discussion. So this is a young lady. Uh-oh, they changed the orientation. Let me flip this so that I can get the right screen for you all, so that you can see what we're looking at right here. All right, here we go. So this is a young lady at a gas station with all of these Negroes. Look, as you see, there's a black man with this bucket. Can you see that? Let me make this smaller so that you can see. Let's see. There's a black man with a bucket throwing water on her, and there's a bunch of men of different shades standing all around who are just there complicit, right? So they're dumping water on her. Let me go back and do this slowly so that we can take a look and see what we have here, right? You see that there's a brown-skinned man. There's a lot of men of different shades over here on the right, but the man who has the bucket, who is throwing water at her, is a black man, right? So here, let's take a look. So they're throwing water at her, throwing bottles at her, hitting her in her face, right? So she goes into the back seat. Look, they're all gathered around clapping. They're all gathered, yeah.
After shots of the blammy.
Oh, hold on. Why they cut it off? Why they cut it off? Ugh. Why they cut it off? So, oh, maybe because that's why the other videos were. So they cut it off. Damn. This is not the, but you know what? Maybe they can't show the other video. Maybe they can't show it. Cause I wanted you all to see.
After shots of the blammy. Feel me? Activate this bitch.
Okay, so they cut the video off. So let me do my job as a vlogger and describe this video to you, right? Yeah, the other video was deleted offline, and I guess it's because we live in a culture and society now where there's certain things that we can't show, but this is the reality. Let me describe this to you. I heard I'm a good storyteller, so let me tell you what took place that they cut off. So they were dumping water on her, throwing water bottles, hitting her in the face. She went to the back seat. She pulled that seat back. She went into the back seat. She pulled out and started bucking shots straight towards. She didn't aim into the crowd. She bucked upward at an angle, right? Pop, pop. And you want to know what happened? Those motherfuckers started to run. They ran like roaches. Scattered. They look like vermin. They were jumping over fences, running. She cleared that area out. Pop, pop. And they all they were tripping over each other to get away from her. But when they saw her in her weakness alone, she went into her back seat and got that equalizer. She went and got that peacemaker and she popped 2 shots in her ear. And they scattered like fucking roaches, the coward, the bitch asses that they were. They ran. Because when they see you weaker and smaller, oh, they are all right with ganging up on you. 1,000 men against one cute woman. So they say, oh, be submissive. Oh, be soft. Right? Right. But we don't live in a society that nurtures and honors that. We have that punk talking about when you don't set boundaries, you're going to get everything that you want from a man. No. Sometimes the soft woman has to have that hard steel. This is why I'm telling you women who are in areas that allows for you to exercise your Second Amendment right, exercise it, because these motherfuckers are looking for you to be soft and weak so that they can gang up on you. And sometimes all it takes is 2 shots in the air to clear them dumb, weak, coward motherfuckers out. Listen. You heard me. Let's see what else we have to react and respond to in my Rolodex of videos, right? It's in my Rolodex of videos. So there's a lot to go over. I think I'm going to come back to that video another day. How long have we been on? We've been on for an hour and a half. I wonder how are you all feeling? Are you all feeling tired? You want more? Should we stop here and come back another day? Talk to me. What are you feeling? Because there are other videos that I have, right, that we can react to. Let me see. I have, oh yes. And Jada is saying, Tanya, I think you describing the Pookies and the Ray Rays only. Who? You know, some of you women are so daft that you're listening to the descriptions of these men who are giving categorizations to absolve themselves of the culpability that a wide array of men inflict on this society and on women. Pookie and Ray Ray is a misnomer. I am from New York. There is nothing indicative in being from the ghetto, having a name like Pookie and Ray Ray, that means that you're going to be anything other than who it is that you are as a human being. Good people behave good. because of that's who they are. A man who's going to be violent towards women, a man who's going to do these things, it has nothing to do with what was the socioeconomic status of the background of where is that he was born or raised. Like, some people are just fucked up individuals, and they are just looking for somebody who's weaker because there's a weakness that exists inside of them. Stop letting these men out here convince you that there's something inherent about being from the ghetto that makes people more violent. As a matter of fact, I've had to employ the strength. I've had to employ the strength of men who were from the quote unquote ghetto to be able to protect me from men who were corporate. I mean, you all remember when I had that roommate who had lost his goddamn mind, and I had to date that man who had them big muscles and the tattoos on his neck. I mean, you all saw that. But when he was there, that motherfucker, he jumped in line, right? And he stopped his fuckery when that tattooed neck ex-convict came through there. And he was more honorable than the man who was walking around in his corporate job feeling disempowered. It's like the way people interpret, I mean, it's the disempowerment of some men that forces them, or not forces, I mean, because nobody forces them, right? They feel disempowered, and so they take and lash out at people that they feel are weaker than them, which are women and children. And there are other people who are from the ghetto who love their mothers so much that they exalt women. It's really, I've seen the full gamut out there. So where do we, you know what? I've been wanting to react to this video for quite some time. So let's go on and pull this up right here, because I think that this is important. I feel this video is important. Let's see which screen is going to be the best for this. Whew. This is not the right screen. Let's see if we got it here. This is close enough, I suppose. This is close enough.
A woman that's over 200 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't want.
Let's see if we can get the screen even better. Let's see. All right, here we go.
I deal with a single mother. I don't want to deal with a woman that's over 200 pounds.
All right, I get it. I promise. I got it the first time, I got it the second time, I got it the third time. How many goddamn podcasts do we need? Some man coming up in here and telling me what he likes to suck and what he likes to fuck. Completely unprovoked. Nobody asked. I just see these goddamn videos on my For You page. Every time I press not interested, I scroll away. I press not interested. I scroll away. And you come back for more. You won't leave me the fuck alone. I'm sick and tired. The women you're talking about are tired. The women you're not talking about are tired. The men in the back are tired. Shit, the non-binary people are asleep. We all want to go home, and you will not fucking let us. It is June 2022 and we are still doing this shit. What is it that you need exactly? What do I have to do for you to leave me alone? Was it me? Did I come up to you with a Glock and tell you to go put your penis in that single mother over there or else I'm gonna shoot? I don't recall doing that at any point. You don't want to sleep with these women? Don't. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to somehow, like, summon all of the magic in the world to make the women you actually want to sleep with you? I can't do that. I don't think God himself can do that at this point, as a matter of fact. And then you want to be like, oh, well, I'm only saying it because I'm being shamed. No, you are not! You are coming onto the internet and publicly announcing this information. Every fucking Friday, you need to make a presidential inaugural speech about why you don't like fat bitches. It's, if I came onto the internet every day and was like, I goddamn hate people who eat cheesecake. All the people who eat cheesecake are gonna get mad at me. It's just common fucking sense. I absolutely refuse to believe that you are just walking into Walmart and everybody there just somehow senses that you've never stuck your schlong inside of a fat woman before, and then they all like start running after you with pitchforks. What the no, that's not how that works. And then you want to be like, oh, well, I'm just giving advice. I'm trying to help these other men. Well, what advice? I ain't seen you give advice one time. Not once. It's like going to the guidance counselor in high school and telling them you want to kill yourself, and then they're just like, well, your grades aren't that good, and send you back to class. You aren't helping. As a matter of fact, if I wanted to listen to a podcast with dating advice so I could get better at it, why would I listen to you? You clearly you don't have much success in this department. You're so goddamn bitter about it all the time. You're not married or anything. Well, I wouldn't want to listen to like a married man talk about, or a man who's like been successful with it. Hell, I would rather listen to a woman who's like an actual like person who has a different perspective of it. Why would I want to listen to you just bitch and moan about how you don't like fat women for 3 hours? I have had enough. I am not interested. Leave me alone.
I don't want to deal with a single mother.
Thank you.
I don't want to deal with a woman that's over 200 pounds.
All right, I get it.
And it's like, okay, it's like you see what I'm saying? So this guy, he's going off because it's like these men with these microphones, they just keep picking up microphones, talking and going on and on and on about what they don't want and what they don't like and how they want you to be this or that, etc., etc. And it's like, come on, there were people who were listening to Kitten Heels. He was a deadbeat father who did not make $100,000 himself before he started bashing Black women and stealing their talking points and production style. Then once he became abused, because he was hawking perfumes at Bloomingdale's, they had to ban him from coming in the store because he was buying them, making videos about what they smelled like. This was his motif. He would get perfume, spray it, and then talk to you about how much it costs, what outfit you can pair this with. And the men were like, shut up, we don't want to hear this. Kitten Heels even did videos trying to help men learn how to wash their ass. That's how bad it was. But then when he learned that you can attack women and then be able to make money from that, that's where he made his bread and butter. But before that, he's a twice divorced, deadbeat father who was the product of a father who was a deadbeat to him. He's an effeminate man whose mother found a stepfather to love him, and in return, he comes out into the media to lash out about not being a stepfather, even though the stepfather, he says in interviews, helped him and loved him. Come on. But no, you know what? As a matter of fact, since we're talking about Kitten Heels, let's see how Kitten Heels tried to help Black men learn how to wash out their bunghole. He was trying to help men, learn how to wash their sack and everything, right? He was trying to teach them, but you know how it is when people don't want to hear a particular thing. They lash down at you.
Step one, you need to get a towel.
Hold on. I'm trying to. Facebook is playing some games right now.
And then use that same towel and.
Here.
Step one, you need to get a towel and some soap and scrub under your armpits. And then use that same towel and apply a nice dose of soap and spend 2 minutes washing your nuts. Don't just go 1 or 2 passes now, nigga. Wash your nuts. Wash up in the crack. Yep. You need to do that, and then you need to rinse that motherfucker out, do it again, and wash down the crack of your ass. Yep, down the crack of your ass. And then you need to actually, you need to look at it, and you need to wash until that motherfucker's clean. Then you need to actually point away from the shower, bend over, and let the goddamn water run through there.
About to fall over. Hold on. Help me. He said you had to point away from the water, crack that mother effer open. He tried to help them. They didn't want to hear this. I've rewound it just a little bit for you all.
The fuck is clean. Then you need to actually point away from the shower, bend over, and let the goddamn water run through there. Yeah, nigga, clean your asshole. A woman ever licked your ass? Probably because it's got crustaceans in it, dude. Nerve of you niggas, man.
Oh my gracious goodness. He tried to give.
Step one.
He tried to
You
give.
need to get a towel and some soap and scrub under your armpits. And then use that same towel and apply a nice dose of soap and spend 2 minutes washing your nuts. Don't just go 1 or 2 passes now, nigga. Wash your nuts. Wash up in the crack. Yep. You need to do that, and then you need to rinse that motherfucker out, do it again, and wash down the crack of your ass. Yeah, down the crack of your ass. And then you need to actually, you need to look at it. And you need to wash until that motherfucker's clean. Then you need to actually point away from the shower, bend over, and let the goddamn water run through there. Yeah, nigga, clean your asshole. A woman ever licked your ass? Probably because it's got crustaceans in it, dude. Nerve you niggas, man.
He tried to help these people. They didn't want this help. He tried to tell them how to get the motif, to be able to get the funk, free from funk. But they didn't make those videos go viral. I hope they took his advice, because I didn't know that it was such a precarious situation underneath those nuts. But if you think about it, if they're hanging down low, getting sweaty, and they're farting, hitting against the ball sack, and then maybe, I don't know, when you go to wipe, I guess you have to lift so that you can get a clean wipe. I don't know how you men are doing it, but if it's getting sweaty and funky down there, look, by all means, listen, because if you think about it, listen, I never thought about this before, but if you have nuts that are hanging down low, right? If you have nuts hanging down low and you go to do a number 2, can the number 2 hit your nuts? Oh, I don't know. But listen. Clean it. Woo, clean it. I don't know what's going on, but clean it. I'm glad that I have never been confronted with a whiff of unwashed nuts before. I'm so glad, but if this is what's happening out there, you all need to take care of yourself and do what it is that you need to do to make sure that you are fresh, that you're fresh and clean, because that sounds precarious. I believe him.
So then I'll tell you why.
I believe him because as effeminate as he was, I mean, if he produced children, then he does have nuts, you know? So if he's saying it gets funky up in there, and you got listen, look, he was giving you his method. You got to look at the cloth to make sure that the stains that you're wiping away are gone. Ooh, listen. Listen. Me no know. Let's see what else I have in these bag of videos here. Are you all enjoying the video so far? If you're enjoying this video and the video is helpful, beneficial, or you like this style, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, share the video, make sure that you subscribe so that you know how to find the video again. So let's see, I'm gonna do maybe one or two more. Let's see what I feel like reacting to right now. Well, you know what? Since we're talking about kitten, let's continue forward with the kitten motif right here, right? We got a video from Gaskins, right? This video is so toxic and problematic, right? So toxic and problematic. Let's take a look and see, right? Here we go.
Somebody sent me a video, and it was a gentleman telling women that if they don't want to sleep with a man, not to go on a date after 5 p.m. I'm all for personal responsibility. So what I'm finally realizing is what women have been telling me all along. Is how about we stop telling women to have these crazy restrictions, and we start telling men to be more responsible, to grow up, and to mature. How about we tell men that just because you take a woman on a date at 7 p.m., it doesn't mean she owes you her body.
Exactly.
We got to do better.
Exactly.
We got to keep growing.
Exactly.
Somebody
so
sent
here,
me a video,
let's take a listen. Let's take a listen to the next video.
Telling
And understand, when I mean dates, I mean nighttime dates. Ladies, if you don't want sex to be on the table, then don't go out after dark. If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu. If you want to keep it strictly platonic, date between the hours of 12 and 3. And understand, when I mean dates, I mean nighttime dates. Ladies, if you don't want sex to be on the table, then don't go out after dark. If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu. If you want to keep it strictly platonic, date between the hours of 12 and 3.
And you know what? So here. You all say that I hate men. This is male hatred right here. Because basically the premise underneath all of this is that men are wild beasts and animals that cannot control themselves once the night falls. And that if you don't want to have to lay someone's son to rest, that you should just not go out with these beasts or animals. This is what he's basically saying. And he doesn't see how this is problematic on so many levels. Men, do you co-sign this? That a woman should not go out with you after 3 p.m.? It's like the strange part about this is that they pretend as if they are not half of the people, half of the party eating at that restaurant. Don't you want to go out and be able to enjoy a nice meal in the company of a beautiful thing? Don't you want to be out there enjoying a restaurant yourself? Is it that you don't even treat yourself to restaurants? Or do you just want to go out to all of these restaurants alone? Or do you just want to pay for prostitutes? Because if you want intercourse that badly, then why not just pay a sex worker? And this guy is talking about, I understand what women been telling me all along. So what did you think, that women were just making it up for shits and giggles? That they were, it's like, this is the thing. You can tell them your pain and what's going on and all of the things that are troubling you. But then they'll be like, well, I don't believe that really happens. Oh, you should have chosen better. Oh, this, that, and the other. But then, you know, these sickos come out with this motif. And then all of a sudden, then they're like, oh yeah, I understand what you're saying now. It's like, come on. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't know how much more it takes. Ugh. Nonetheless, thank you. Listen, let's see what else we have here in the bag of videos. So Shireen sent me the gas station video. Thank you. I appreciate that. I got it, so we reacted to that already, but I appreciate you looking out in that way. So let's take a look and see what else we have here. There's some things that I think are just too, you know what? How long have we been on? All right. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. Let's do this video right here. Because I think that this video needs to be spoken about. Let's see. I feel this video needs to be spoken about. This woman right here. Okay. So
these dudes will literally play over you for years. And when you finally decide to remove yourself from the situation, leave you voicemails like this.
Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I just want to explain myself. Can we talk for a minute? You having me blocked, is that good for my health? Not before you unblock me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to you. Cause I really feel like you just didn't block me and then let me explain my side of the story. And I'm really trying to figure out why the fuck I'm blocked and cut off for it in the first place, because you really not, but you not keeping this shit 1,000. I don't get it.
All righty. So I
For
wanted to talk
years.
about this.
And when you
Right. Look her
finally
face.
decide to
Look her face. I just want you to see, because her face, she looks joyful. She looks gleeful. And I'm like, this is not a flex, dear. I mean, you hear she's
remove
speaking
yourself from the situation,
and she's like, you hear that she can speak and she can enunciate, but she's showing us that she was with a man who was screwing her over for years, a man with a mush mouth. And all he had to do was call up your voicemail and sing some out of tune songs that got you feeling like you flexing now. Oh yeah, look how much he want me. He hasn't done anything besides create some stupid voicemail. Anybody can do that. And if he was screwing you over for all these years, what is that voicemail really doing? Come on, sis. This is why you have to love yourself
leave you
enough
voicemails like this.
that you don't think that this is a flex. Like she looked like, yeah, look how much he want me. No, dear, this isn't. I'm sorry, no. This he's not what has he done? How is he different than the person that he was when he was screwing you over? All he's doing is continuing to play games with your lack of sensibilities. You have already shown him that wherever it is that your esteem was for years, that okay, so you blocked him and now he's singing. And it doesn't, I can imagine this isn't the first time. So you put him on a little timeout, he sings a few out of tune lyrics, and then here we go. Now all of a sudden, we flexing. Look, ladies, look, I got him in the palm of my hand. No, sis, love yourself enough to know that, look, even when you look, there was no need to make this video. Move on. Don't entangle yourself in this boondoggle any longer. Remove yourself completely. Now you're showing he has your attention and you showing other women. I hope to goodness sakes that she has left this situation for good and that this is done for real, because that's not a flex. He's the same mush mouth that he was when he was treating you wrong. Like now you look like you feel with pride because he's singing he's done nothing. He ain't spent no money. He hasn't made any changes. He hasn't let him go sing in therapy for years. Let him go to therapy and fix himself, but you so busy with I don't know. That was just bizarre to me. And I don't know. You know what? I'm going to react to this video, right? Because I feel like this video needs to be
I've been getting paid
to,
$1,000 a month, if not.
Oh, come on with the foolishness. Okay, let me skip this ad. All right, let's see if we can get this guy here again. This guy here. This guy. He finally found a way to be able to ingratiate himself long term into Black women's hearts. And we're so desperate, right, that we're continuing with this mess, right? With supporting this idea. Because the reason why I'm reacting to this is because I saw somebody in the comments say, blame loose women for us not being able to go out after 5 p.m. with men. No, it's not a woman's fault. Men are supposedly these leaders. Why are you blaming women for men's behavior? It's like men are setting the tone. I remember I was watching Ready to Love. Last season, there was this guy, very soft-spoken guy, who had gotten with this church woman who said that she did not want to have intercourse until marriage, right? And so they've been dating and getting to know each other. And so Tommy asked, has it been hard waiting until marriage? And he said, listen, I know her boundary, I respect her boundary, and I don't even put us into situations that will compromise her. But far too often nowadays, we are giving men a pass, where we're like, oh, well, you're this leader, but you're not a leader. I'm going to read something that I want to show you all that just came to my mind. You're not a leader when it comes to relationships. You're not a leader at work. You're not a leader in your family. Where is it that you're a leader at? It's like you just want the title of leader and you want people to submit, but submit to what? Where are you leading them to? You're leading them into the abyss. Here, let's play from this man now here, right? Let's play. Go ahead, thumbs up and like the video. Let's just go ahead and hear this man out here.
For every woman that is not willing to settle, there's 9 women that will. And half y'all part of the 9 women and you don't even know it. So dudes be like, yeah, I don't have to have my stuff in order because the proof is in the pudding. I can be half of a man and still get a full woman. I can be half committed and still get the full benefits from a woman. I can barely be a boyfriend and she'll be a full wife. What about you that has convinced you that the best you can do is a man's potential? Every time in my comment section, I talk about ready.
Wait, I know this motherfucker ain't. Goddamn. I know he didn't. I know he didn't say what convinced you that the best you can do is his potential. Nigga, you convinced them. Didn't you have a whole platform of videos trying to convince women? Come on. It's like when they find out where the sweet spot is, where the money spot is, then they start dancing to a different tune. As a matter of fact, let me pull up a video real quick that I reacted to of his years ago. Let me pull this video up, because wasn't he right there? I'm more than just a provider. You remember when he was up there crying? I'm more than just a provider. Why don't you love me for me? And even if I ain't got no money. Do you all remember that? Let me forward this to myself. I gotta grab the link for this video, because let me share this to here, sent. And then let's take a look at this video real quick, because he's like, who convinced you that you had to deal with a man pretentious? You did. That was part of your platform. Don't you remember? It's like, and I hate to have to react to his video, because it's like, I ain't looking for no smoke, but hey. You know, anytime that I've ever said that I'm not looking for smoke, people brought the smoke anyway. So then I say, no, fuck it, bring the smoke. If you feel that you can smoke me out, bring the smoke then. If that's the case, because I got the receipts and the proof in the damn pudding. Here. Let's take a look, because you all remember this video now, don't you? Don't you all remember this? You all remember this? You remember?
4. I don't think a lot of people understand that as a kid. I got told that so much. You gotta man up. I got in trouble for feeling, for expressing my opinion. I don't know how. I wasn't taught how to love. I was taught how to work, how to provide. I want to be much more than that. I'm much more than a man that provides the need to be marginalized. I'm a person that wants to be loved. I don't have to be macho with you. I don't want a woman that makes me feel like I gotta be at 2nd grade again, being taught not to cry and to feel and to express and to be loved. I want to be hugged. Wasn't hugged enough. I want to be valued for not what I can bring to the table, but for being a beautiful soul like you. I want to be cared for. And I'm not afraid to say it, ladies. Your man needs you for much more than just letting him provide for you.
Your man needs you for much more than letting him provide for you. All right. So his video was like, I'm not a provider, I'm a person. That was his video. That's what the whole thing was all about. I'm not a provider, I'm a person.
He needs you up here. He gonna fight you every step of the way because from birth he's been taught that this is the person he's supposed to be. Never let her pick up a check. Never let her plan something. You are the romancer. He needs you to tell him, it is okay, babe, I got you. Let me show you that I can be what you need from a mental standpoint, an emotional, a romantic. Let me show you you are appreciated. Quit fighting that. Because we've been fighting it all our lives. If you can't be there for me, past my ability to provide from you, then I don't want it. I want somebody that I can talk to. That's going to pour into me as much as I'm going to pour into her. Somebody that refuses to allow me to refuse her gestures of gratitude, her dates, her paying for it, her gifts. Because I need that secretly. I don't know about a lot of men that's watching right now. But I want to be loved. I want to be appreciated and I want to be valued too. And I know it ain't the man thing to say. But that manhood, that identity of manhood was beat into me. That ain't what I chose. And I guarantee it's a lot of people around the world that didn't chose this idea of being a man. Love me as a person. Love me as somebody that's there for you. Appreciate me like you want me to appreciate you. Help me. Comfort me. I'm not too much of a man to tell you those are the things I really look for. I'm much more than a provider. I'm a person. And I need love too.
My face. All right. So now he's talking about I'm much more than a provider. I'm a person. I need you to be like, I can pick up the check and all this, that, and the other. Okay. So now fast forward to 2022. So this right here was in 2018. He came on my show and we spoke and we talked in 2 different videos, and he didn't like the way things went in the videos and what people were saying in the comments. He was very sensitive. He came into them comments to cuss me out. I tell you that much. He came into the comments to cuss me out, and then he deleted his comments before I could screenshot them. And he decided to go about his business, and that was that. But listen, I have you just search for his name in my videos. But nonetheless, so now his video is why modern men expect women to settle. Well, I don't know. Was he a modern man when he was telling women that he don't have to pick up the check, that he needs her to treat him as well, as if there's a plethora and an abundance of Black women who are out here getting treated to begin with. So now let's go back to go ahead, thumbs up the video and all of that. So let's see. So here. So let's finish off where we stopped here.
Every time in my comment section, I talk about ready, prepared men, waiting, not tolerating bullshit. There's always 3 that the best you can do is a man's potential.
Oh,
every
sorry,
time.
yeah,
What about you that has convinced you that the best you can do is a man's potential? Every time in my comment section, I talk about ready, prepared men, waiting, not tolerating bullshit. There's always 3 or 4 women, 5 women, 6 women in my comment section talking about, but everybody leaves love. I mean, so you gotta be stable in order to have a relationship. I mean, what if they going through things? It's always a woman in the comment section, and it's those dusty ass ladies that's giving y'all a hard rep. You know why? Because it's always a woman willing to accept bullshit. So now men expect you to accept bullshit.
So you see, the overarching theme is it's a woman's fault. He is behaving this way because it's her fault. Sir. And listen, I was very apprehensive about even responding and reacting to his video because I don't want to even engage in this way. But let me just say this. A man behaves a certain way because that is how he chooses to behave. That is his choice as a man. Doesn't he want better for himself? And then he says, because there's a bunch of dusty women out there. Okay, so then you have admitted that there are dusty women that he is able to attract. If he wants better, right? What is for his own life? Like, is there no switch inside of him as a human being that says, I as a man, I want better as a human being? Is there nothing? So that it has to be placed on the woman. Well, I'm still able to get a woman. Then Ace says, oh, it's a dusty woman you're getting. So then he's not able to get quality then. And if he gets a woman who appears to be quality on the outside, apparently something is lacking mentally, emotionally, psychologically. People are mirrors of each other. When I looked inside his comments, right? There were all these women, yeah, it's you women's fault that these men are like this. Yeah, say it again. These women will settle in for, and then now all of the focus is off of the man and men doing better to now women doing better. What does it say about male kind, about the male populace? What does it say? If he has no internal driving force to do better on his own, what does it say? What does it say that there's no switch on the inside that makes him want to do better for himself, that makes him want to have a better life, so that if there is no woman out there as his cheerleader and savior, well, if she doesn't demand that I be blah, on the one hand, he's like, I'm more than a provider. I need you to pay and do this and take care. And I don't always have to do this and be this and this and the other. And then next, now you're blaming it on the women for his behavior, his activity, his desire or lack thereof. It's some woman's fault. It's a woman's fault. And that's the overarching theme. Because when are we going to start looking at the people who are behaving a certain way and be like, listen, you are behaving this way because you want to. I mean, these people are constantly talking about their leaders. Oh, I'm a leader. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Are you a leader? Are you? Because if you're a leader and you're able to go out there and lead, then why are you depending on somebody else? There's something else that I wanted you to see. There was a comment, right, that came in. And when I read this comment, the comment was so profound that I actually want to share this comment with you all right now, right? I want to share this comment with you all. It was on my Facebook page, right? And we're going to, you know what, as a matter of fact, I want you to see this comment because I think the comment is profound. But let's take a look at these apples. Let's take a look at what's going on with these for you to see. There was a comment, right, that came in. And when I read this comment, the video is happening in two places. I'm sorry. I want to jump on the apples here. Let's take a look at these apples here. Hey. All right. All right, let's take a look at what people have written in to say via apples. All right. So, Finance Diva sends $5 and has the dancing emojis. Thank you. Darica sends $2 and says, Aaron is the guy in the video. I follow him on TT. I don't even know which video we're talking about. He grew up around Black people and is a great guy. Oh, she must be talking about the guy with the Raiders hat. Listen, nobody, I don't know the dude, but okay. Shireen sends $1 and says, check email for the gas station link. Thank you. We were able to get it. Goddess, she must be from England. No, but this is a $, not a £. And she sends 214 and says, best laugh in a while. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to get some good laughs from this video. Keisha sends 1111 and says, Tanya, you're a whole vibe today. Sending love. Thank you. I appreciate that, Keish. I appreciate that. Let me refresh and make sure that we got everything. Let me send some hearts through. Thank you all so much for the love. I appreciate the love and all of that. We will come back to that in a moment. What is it that I want to do now? I want to show you all this comment that I got in, right? The comment came in on my Facebook page, and the comment came in on my Facebook page. I believe it was from yesterday's video, right? Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we, let's go to the page. So this is the video that I put up yesterday. This was the video with the lawyer, not the lawyer, let's go to most relevant, let's go to most recent, let's see, newest comments, and let's see what we have here. Let's see, view more comments. Let's see, where is the comment? Let's see. So there was basically, I wish I had taken a screenshot, but you know, it's like life moves so quickly. It's like when you don't take the screenshot, then you can't find the stuff that you're looking for. All right. Where is it? I have newest selected, right? Newest. Oh, I'm trying to find this comment because the comment was so profound. And then I'm going to end on that note if I can find that. Let's see. Did it come in on YouTube then? I thought it came in on Facebook. Let me check my YouTube comments and see if the comment is on YouTube. Give me a second. Let me pull up behind the scenes on YouTube.
Is only love under the condition
I've got too much going on.
that he provides some. There's a coldness that you have to accept.
Ugh. Sorry about that. It's just buffoonery. I just want to get into the comments area of my video. So what do you all think of this video style? If you're feeling it, go ahead and throw up a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Remember, these clips are going to be chopped up into shorter videos that I'm going to upload onto these sites. I'm going to dedicate tomorrow and the next day into editing these videos down. So I appreciate you all for coming out. Let's see if I could find the comments. Let me see if I can find, because I think, let's see. Response status, I responded. So let's see if I can find, because I responded back to the person's videos, and the person was basically saying, they were giving an analogy of themselves from when they were 6, right? I'm digging today. Let me see if I can, let me search for the word 6. You know what? As a matter of fact, let me go to my Facebook page and search for the, because he said that it was either a man or a woman, 6-year-old, 6. Okay, the person made up their bed. Let's see. Let me search for the word bed. And let's see. Nope, it's not on YouTube. So let me go back to Facebook and search, right? I'm not really interested in seeing people who are trying to go viral for being abusive. It's like, let's see, control find BED. Let's see. All right, here, I just found it. I found it. It is on Facebook. So here, let's go ahead and read this comment because I thought that this comment was so important, right? So here, take a look at this. So Leslie Johnson put up this comment and said, this whole upset Black men mentality reminds me of my 6-year-old self. I made up my bed all by myself and was so proud. I went to my mom to tell her, and she was so happy for me. She said, that's good. Now you can make your bed every day. I immediately got upset and angry that I was now expected to do it all the time. All right? All right. So then I was like, how does this, I didn't understand the correlation. So I wrote back and asked this person to please elaborate. And they elaborated by saying, as a child, I wanted the praise of being a capable big kid, but not the responsibility and the expectation that came along with it. And then they went on to elaborate even further and said, these upset Black men seem to want to be kings and treated like kings, but want to still act like children. They don't want king responsibility or accountability. And then there's more about as a child, they wanted this and that, but that's the summation of it. That's the summation of it right there. And so it's like, okay, they want to be leaders. They want to be considered leaders, but they don't want the burden of actually having to lead. They just want you to be like king this and king that. Like there was a man who was on my page and he wanted my attention so badly, but his energy was so yucky that I had to turn away from him. He continued to call Kevin Samuels a king, even though people had already demonstrated, like there was a woman that wrote a comment that was so profound. I wanted to copy and paste the comment. As a matter of fact, I will try to find the comment right here. This was on the post that I did on my Facebook page, where it has this Kevin Samuels verified account that says, man, it sure is hot down here, right? And people got so upset. They were so angry that they started writing. So, look, you see it has almost 4,000 comments on there, right? And they were really upset, right? One person said he hated me and all this other stuff. And then there was this guy, let's see, view more comments, right? There was this guy who was like, oh, it's women like you who are average at best. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. There were over 1,100 people that commented on this, right? Let's see. Oh, but you know what? There's so many comments on this post that it's going to be impossible for me to find the comment right now. It's going to be impossible for me to find. So what do I do to be able to get this on the screen for you all? How do I do that? How do I do it? How do I do it? How do I get the comment up that I want you all to see? You know, I guess I can just, can I ad lib? Let me see. Because what happens is the app that I use to check comments, it doesn't show the comments in the thread. It shows them in the order in which they came in, right? So I'm able to see the newest comments, so I don't know which hierarchy they're in. But I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to take a look. I'm going to read these comments for you, right? I'll even hold the phone up so if you zoom in, that you're able to see yourself. Because this guy, he wanted my attention so badly, right? Here. This is. All right. Oh, wow. There's more people that have been writing on here. Oh, my gosh. So basically, there's this man on there whose name is Albert, right? His name is Albert. And he's going back and forth and, lady, for real, you're so childish. They're bashing him. Are you talking about? That's all I've alluded to. She never said you could have his opinion. Sassy. Please stop with the name call. Who's mad? This, that. Oh, I hate when this happens. So basically, I wish I could articulate what it is that she said, right? Because she said it so profoundly, right? I know you're looking on my this and the other. These men are so, let's see. She said it so profoundly. Okay, here. Oh my gosh. It's so strange because this man came out of the box name calling me, right? It says this is a product of the toxicity. Everyone sees it. Toxicity, you mean you don't love another man to make you have internal love? She spoke of him many times. Can you know the projecting it? Okay, here. Okay, all right, here. You know what? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, right? This is how I'm gonna get it on the screen. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and send it to myself, right? I'm going to send it to myself, and then I'm going to pull it up on the screen once I send it to myself on the computer. So yes, welcome to technology. Yes. So I'm going to send that to myself. I just sent that. Let me go back into the comments because this man, right? All right. This man named Albert. So you know what? Let me show you this comment right now. Here, let's get this up on the screen so that you all can be able to see, right? So here, this is the comment that the young lady said, right? All right, so here. So she says, and this woman, she was going back and forth in these comments. She was really holding it down. So she says she spoke on him many times when he was alive. Guess you only listened to TKO once or maybe twice, but you definitely did follow KS. But did you know he was projecting his childhood and how he saw his life and ended up just like his father, a deadbeat, and looks down on women like his mother with multiple children and left, saying no one wants a woman with more than one child over 35. He's one of 10, and he didn't do shit for his own daughter and had 2 divorces, but his relationship advice is followable. Can you say dysfunctional toxicity? Yeah, right? Because this man was going on and on and on, calling Kitten Heels king, KS, king this, king that. And I was like, you know that he didn't take care of his daughter. He didn't pay child support on his daughter from the time that she was 10. And when he was 20, we had to shame him into paying back child support because she was still in college and the records are public. This is what I'm saying. All of these men who are claiming that the mothers of their children don't let them see them, they don't want to see the children. Go to the public records. These child support hearings are public records, and you will see that they go uncontested. They do not petition the court for custody, but yet they keep talking about, oh, she's the one who let me see my children, right? Then this man came out, and he was like, Tanya, I'm sure you went to my page. Meanwhile, I promise you, I did not go to his page. His energy was just so yucky. And I even told him in the comments that I was repulsed by his energy. That's why I just started ignoring him because I was just repulsed by his energy, right? He was like, I know you went to my page and I know you saw that there were multiple children there and that I'm not paying child support. And he's like, you know that the mother of my children and blah, blah, blah. I didn't even finish reading the rest of the comment because one, I never went to his page to look at shit, right? Then when he started talking about these multiple children for whom he's not paying child support, I was like, aha. I got it now. So these men are going to these pages and they're finding these other men to speak to the bum inside of them, to the deadbeat that lurks in them, to the abuser that lurks in them. They're finding these men to be their spokespersons online. So he's calling this man a king because he wants somebody to call him a king because he wants to be a king with no kingdom who isn't even taking care of his castle. Your castle, you got no kingdom. Your castle, someone else is running, and you don't even participate in the upkeep. Your castle is broken down, but you still want to be considered some sort of king, and you want to be revered? Please. Listen. Thank you all so much for coming out. This was a new style of video that we did today. I want to see and hear from you. What did you think of this style of video? Reacting to multiple videos all at once in one day with the purpose of chopping them down into shorter videos the next day. What did you think about this style? I appreciate each one of you for coming out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And now it's your time to become a part of the show. Type SLL for the self-love lesson. And what is the self-love lesson that you learned from today's video? Overarching. Let me hear. Hey, you know what? Let me get up and do the Charleston for you all. so that you can. Come on, let's type SLL. Let's see these self-love lessons. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. We have, let me take the title off the screen because that's not supposed to be on here right now. Come on. Let me see. SLL. Let me see the self-love lessons that you have learned from today's video. What did you think about today's video? Hey! Hey! Come on, come on, come on, come on. SLL, what was the self-love lesson that you learned from today's video? I want to see, I want to see, I want to see, I want to see. All right, SLL, type what the self-love lesson is. Oh my goodness, someone's saying. SLL, follow your instincts. Don't listen to these internet dustballs. Do background checks on all men you date. I have missed you. SLL, know the laws and use them to your advantage. Absolutely. Protect yourself. Yes. 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 Hey. Come on, self-love lesson. Let's hear what the self-love lesson is. Remember that you're allergic to dusties. Run away. Setting boundaries is actually a good thing. Let the people you take advice from on the internet. Oh my God. You know what? I need to take. I remember when I first saw that video. I remember when I first saw that video. As a matter of fact, let me go back to that video because there's something that I wanted to say in response to that video, right? Yes. Let us take a look at this right here, because there was something that I wanted to say in response to this video right here. There was something I wanted to say, right? There was something I wanted to say, right? Here. Why modern men expect women to settle, right? And I'm so glad you brought that up during the self-love lesson. Sorry, I can't hear because my thing is not in. I'm so glad you brought that up because this is what I wanted to say. Let's go.
She'll be a full wife. What about you that has convinced you that the best you can do is a man's potential? Every time in my comment section.
All right. I wanted to highlight that, right? Because he's talking about expecting more and demanding more of these men. Okay. What is it about your audience that you're expecting them to settle on advice and coaching from a person with no qualifications to give such advice or coaching? It's like, why in the same way that you're expecting your audience to settle on receiving this advice and guiding from a person who did not invest the time before giving such advice to get himself educated, trained, certified, or otherwise capable in a professional capacity to give such advice. So it's like, on the one hand, you expect them to want so much more of the men that they're seeing, but you want them to have low expectations for you. This is what I'm saying, the hypocrisy of it all. The hypocrisy. It's like, for me, oh yes, for me, it's all right. It's all right. You could watch my videos based on the potential. Watch it on the potential. But meanwhile, I have no credentials. I have no state or board, no governing body has oversaw my level of education to participate in this way to be able to even coach you on anything. But yet it's okay. That's good enough for you to come forward from your audience, right? I have already told you all, I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I am a certified matchmaker. I am a life coach. I have gone out and I invested tens of thousands of dollars in my education. So in my education outside of receiving my bachelor's, getting my certifications and getting the additional training, so that when I came out here into the public, that I am bringing forth the ability by governing bodies, the ability to be able to speak in the capacity in which I speak. But far too many of these men, what? All they have is a penis and a pencil, and they're coming out and like that. That's all they need. You all were receiving advice and all this stuff from Derek Jackson, who was in his 20s when he was giving the advice. Meanwhile, he was abusing emotionally, psychologically, and maritally abusing his wife. But there was nothing required of him before he came out and started giving this advice, because people are like, oh, there is penchant in the penis, because the penis is somehow, listen, the penis somehow gives people professional credentials. I don't know, because it doesn't really seem like we require much of these men with microphones. All it takes is, they don't even have to have marriages. They don't have to have healthy marriages. They don't have to prove that their marriage is healthy. They don't themselves have to be healthy. You all know that I get evaluated psychologically. I make sure, like, people are like, oh, why don't you go to therapy? I have no issue with therapy. And I have given you all videos of things that you can ask therapists when you're looking for therapy yourself. I promote and advocate therapy. But it's like, we don't even take the time to even see what, like, when I spoke with him, this man here, when I spoke with him about getting therapy, he felt that I was trying to shame him. So then he had it revealed that he himself, not only, he says he advocates for therapy, but he himself felt that it was shaming when I asked whether or not he would get, because he's like, I'm gonna fight you every way. It's like, you asking for a woman's help and then saying that you're gonna fight her to not receive the help. These are conflicts that you need to take care of on the inside of yourself. Oh my gosh. These are conflicts that you need to take care of from the inside of yourself. But yeah, so that right there. And then here, you know what? Here, let me show Bubba that I read my comments. Play with it. Play with it. As a matter of fact, here. Play with it. Play with it. It's like, come on. Listen. I appreciate all of you for coming out. You all gave me your self-love lessons a little bit earlier. So let me just give you the self-love lesson that I have learned from today's video, right? And there's many of them. Personal self-love lessons for me. And then also business-wise self-love lessons that we got from the video. So I would say, let me just talk about myself personally. And I'm not even saying that you all care about you know, the self-love lesson that I learned personally. Today's video style has been created because I really want to do more reaction videos, and it's been very difficult to do reaction videos. And so I decided to try something new, switch up the style, and react to a lot of different videos in one. Love myself enough to figure out what is it that I need to give myself in order to operate at maximum capacity, to be able to honor myself and the things that I want to do. So I created today's video style because I want to be able to create more reaction videos. And I know that I've been falling short and not living up to my end of my own personally set bargain. So I am loving myself in figuring out a way that works for me to be able to do the things that I want and need to do, the promises that I've set, because you all know that I'm working on this game, right? And this is the box style for the game. The game is going to, this is just a sample, right? Because whenever you get anything manufactured, you have to see physical samples of it so that you know. So this is the box style. It's going to have the cover that goes on and all of that. So that's going to be the box style. I've been working on this game and it's going to be a really profound game. And when I do things like that, when I work on physical product, because remember last year, it was so much stress because we were trying to get the makeup packs here for December and get them for Christmas. But I really want you all to be able to get this for Christmas. So Christmas stuff needs to be done in September. So that's what I'm working on right now. And so I haven't been able to I haven't been able to make videos as often as I would like. So I decided to do this video style because this will help me be able to do the things that I want to do video wise, as well as be able to do the things that I need to do production wise behind the scenes, right? So so I appreciate that. Right? So then that's the self-love lesson that I gathered for myself in this video. So nonetheless, so then going on from there, the self-love lesson that I learned from there we go again. You know what? It's like people, they just keep getting themselves blocked. I didn't even see the person's name, but I got them. Don't worry. I got them. They're gone. Let's move forward. The self-love lesson that I gained from the video, right? The self-love lesson that I gained from the video is from the videos that we watched today, is realizing that there are a lot of different people out there with a lot of different advice. Some of that advice is bad advice. People are coming from places on the inside of themselves, broken places, that there are a lot of different people out there. And this is why you have to vet where you're receiving information. You have to listen to your intuition, and you have to see what makes sense. Like, some things just don't make sense. Some things just are ridiculous. Some things just don't sit right in your spirit, and listen to that. There are men out there who are abusive. There are men out there who are living, sleeping on air mattresses. There are men out there who say one thing publicly, but they do a different thing behind the scenes. There are men out there who feel that you shouldn't have boundaries. There are men out there who will pour water over your head, and then when you go get the blammy, they start running. There are men out there who won't believe. They will be leaders of the community, but they won't believe the gripes that you come to them with. There are men out there who will support other abusive men. There are men out there who will gaslight you. There are men out there who will support spokespersons who exemplify their pathology so that the abusers gravitate towards men who are giving out abusive messages. The deadbeat dads are gravitating towards men who are also deadbeat dads. So for you not to take it personally, that's the self-love lesson, the SLL that I have gathered from the amount of videos that we've watched today, right? Is that is somebody saying, why does the stuff need to be made in September? It needs to be done in September because it takes time for these things to be produced, and then it has to be quality checked and all this other stuff. It needs to be done in September. So nonetheless, yes. So just don't take it personally. There are a lot of different types of people out there, and you have to just continue to navigate and realize that people who are effed up, they don't realize that they're effed up. And then they will never admit that they were effed up or are effed up. They may not ever see the truth or see the light or see your value. And you have to continue to move anyway, one foot in front of the other anyway. Like, there's some people out there who are waiting for closure. They're waiting for somebody to come and be like, you know what? I'm sorry that I did you wrong. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. They may never, ever admit their faults, ever. But you still have to find a way to continue to move forward anyway. And that's the self-love lesson that I realized from today's video. So thank you all so much for coming